I am part of the fellowship of the unashamed. The die has been cast. I have stepped over the line. The decision has been made. I am a disciple of Jesus Christ. I won't look back, let up, slow down, back away, or be still. My past is redeemed. My present makes sense, and my future is secure. I am finished and done with low living, sight walking, small planning, smooth knees, colourless dreams, chintzy giving, and dwarfed goals. And what I just read is the first stanza of a work written by a Rwandan man just before his death. Actually, he wrote it the night before he was murdered. He was forced by his tribe to either renounce Christ or face certain death. He refused to renounce Christ and was killed on the spot. And this is all according to gospel truth. And I also think there's a bit of a grammatical issue in there. It says the die has been cast. I think die is plural, so it would be the die have been cast. Anyway, the part I want to focus on today, just a little snippet, is my future is secure. What does that mean? I mean, this guy was literally murdered hours after he said this with conviction. As Christians, surely we should all be able to say this with conviction if this is something that is biblical. So what does it mean then that our future is secure? Well, I thought of this image like an escape rope. Like in Pokemon, you've got an escape rope that can just take you out of any situation. And what would that be like? Well, Jesus is our escape rope, because no matter what comes our way, he says in his word that our burden is light because we are yoked to him. And, what does that mean? It means that we need to cast our cares upon him. Do not worry about anything except pray about everything. So in that sense, when we are really scared or when we are faced with something uncertain, what we need to do is we need to give our burden to God and receive his burden in a way, which is what he gave us through grace, through dying on the cross. So, he took away the sin of the world because he died on the cross, so we can stand redeemed and pure. We can have pure hearts because of that. And our burden, in a sense, becomes pressing into him, praying, worshipping, reading our Bible. That becomes our burden. So when you're going through a tough time, the best thing that you can do is to just press into him and worship him and think of him and focus less on yourself and focus more on him. That, in a sense, becomes our burden. And we have to trust him. We don't know our escape rope that we hold on to, Jesus. We don't know when we're going to see him face to face. But I guess we all have different length ropes. Some of our ropes are longer than others. Some of us are going to see him sooner than others. We don't know how long it is, but we can always hold on to it, and we can always rest in the fact that while we're holding on to it, our future is secure because our future is in Jesus, that he is holding us, that he is with us, that he is always holding us, even when we don't feel it. And when the tide is pushing against you, to remember, just hold on to that rope. Just believe in Jesus. Just keep doing what you can do, which is making your burden light by casting your worries onto him and pressing into him. And just keep praying. Just keep doing what you can. Just keep finding peace as much as you can in those situations. Because no matter what, Jesus is always holding us, even when it doesn't feel like it. When I'm going through a difficult time, I always cry out to Jesus, like Jesus, literally Jesus, like please help me. And I feel like each time I press into him, each time I worship him, it like gives me more air in my lungs to keep on fighting the tide, to keep on going, and to trust him. It gives me more breath to keep holding on to my escape rope. I don't know if that's any helpful, but that's just my thought for the day. See you next time.